Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Welcome to our March 24, 2026 Code Enforcement Board hearing. If there's anyone who wishes to speak at today's proceedings, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm to tell the truth at today's proceedings? Thank you. You all may be seated, and please silence all your devices at this time. We're waiting for the board's attorney to come. So with that being said, we would have to start with all the old business cases, and old business meaning the case that was already heard. If this is the first time the case is being heard, we would have to wait until the board attorney arrives, and she'll be here soon, okay? So thanks for your patience, board.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you said, welcome to our March fourth day of spring meeting. My name is Terry Nolan. I am the chairman of the board here. And just so you know, we're all volunteers up on the board. We don't get paid to do this. We're just doing it to help you guys. If you'd like to join one of these boards, you just have to speak to your council person, and they'll be able to assist you in doing good things. I'm going to let my board introduce themselves, starting on my right here.
Ed Murphy.
Donald Carney.
Jackie Shaw.
August Pujol.
Alex Schneider.
Okay, let's go. Let the games begin. Old business.
Case is on page 23. Inspector Severian Onescu, property address 3100 Northeast 49th Street, case number BE 2509-0104, owner Royal Mariner of Fort Lauderdale, Inc. This case was first heard on 2/24/2026 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $500 per day, order recorded, not complied. Is there a respondent here? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. And this case was a mandatory appearance.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members of the board. My name is Severian Ionescu. I'm a building inspector of the city. I am presenting the case and the property address as read in the record. At this time, this case has not complied. I will allow the respondent to speak.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, your name and your...
Joseph Compono, I'm the president on the board. And this is Dan Sunday next to me, and he is the vice president on the board.
Okay.
Of Royal Mariner. So we have a permit, an electrical permit pulled, and it was for miscellaneous work being done in the building. And then one of our owners called the city without consulting us, and once our electrical contractor spoke with the city inspector recommended that we pull a separate electrical contract for this one project. There's a panel that needs to be updated. And so we're asking for 4 to 6 weeks so we can complete this extra project. We didn't know that this was in violation. We did do our 50-year SIR study, and that wasn't on the list, so we didn't know that it was in violation. So we're just asking for 6 to 8 weeks to complete the project.
I have a question here, sir. Sure. I remember this from the last time, that there was a fire department standpipe was removed, and I think we had called the fire department to do if a fire watch was necessary. I just wanted to know what the outcome of that was.
So the fire permit was issued and completed. The only violation that's remaining in this building is this miscellaneous electrical work that was done outside of the building by the dock. Everything else they kind of addressed.
So the miscellaneous work that was done is in question?
Yeah, they have a permit. Unfortunately, the permit that the electrician pulled, it was for a rec room. And this electrical work itself, they added some GFIs and some new electrical panels on the canal side by the dock. So this is the only thing that they missed from last time. And the electrical contractor actually called me, and I advised him that it's probably better pull a different permit separate from the rec room.
And the permit was pulled.
Permit was
Yes,
pulled.
yes.
Wait, so how much time do you need?
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, I would say.
Is there a reason why you guys weren't here last time?
Since this was a different violation from multiple violations they had in the building, they did not realize that this case was separate from everything else. So we have someone in the building that keeps keeps calling us. So we discover more stuff every time we go there. So
He's called about 20 times, this one particular owner. Instead of speaking to the board, we can give him the answers, but my personal opinion, he's an ambulance chaser.
Now,
right.
smile. It's springtime. So what do you suggest?
I will allow them a small extension just so they get the permit.
I move that we grant the respondent a 35-day extension on compliance.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 35 days.
Second, I want to also propose reducing the fine amount to $250 a day. Also
what is
going
it now?
forward.
I'll second that since the standpipe issue is corrected.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a big one.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 35 days.
Thank you.
We don't want to see you again.
Second that, please. Ed, okay. Our next case is on page 14, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1505 Southwest 9th Street, case number BE 2502-0184, owner Fuad R. Labad. This case was first heard on 7/22/2025 to comply by 11/13/2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026. There is one extension noted.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Your name and your relation to the property.
Okay, I'm the owner. The name is Fuad Libad.
Go.
I hired Aruba, and we asked him for extension 90-day to get it done.
Okay. So what has been done?
Okay, so nothing has been done, but he hired Aruba, the company, and the city won't oppose to a 91-day extension.
Okay.
But nothing's been done since July of last year, right?
No, they have a permit application.
Yeah.
Nothing has been done with that, but when Aruba gets the case, they're going to fix it.
So the ball is back in motion.
Yes, yes.
So when was the permit issued?
No, there's no permit issued.
I'm sorry. Application. Right. All right. Board?
I move to grant the respondent a 90-day extension on compliance.
91.
91.
Alex Schneider, a second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 91 days.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our next case is on page 19, Inspector Severian Onescu, property address 2621 Southwest 18th Street, case number BE 2505-0056, owner Dianles Lujans, homestead exempted Evangelio Galindez. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, building inspector for the city. I am presenting the case and the property address as read in the record. This case is not in compliance. The city is requesting that the case be brought back as Massey. At this time, I will allow the respondent to speak.
Dianile Lujan, owner.
Talk. Tell us.
My name is Julian Saud. I'm a family member.
Okay.
I'm a retired home inspector. And my experience with construction was that back in the early or mid 2000s, my son did repo purchasing of homes, and I would do the permitting for whatever violations they had. And that was my experience. Back then was all walkthrough. Right now we're under Axela, and I'm not familiar with that. So on November 2nd, we started with the procedures of bringing all these ATFs, because all her violations are ATF, bringing all these procedures up to date and legalizing them. And in December and January of this year, I fell sick. I had 3 heart ablations and 1 post-ventricle contractions ablation also. So I wasn't able to work at anything. And then when we started back up in March 2nd, we applied. What we had done back in November is that I applied, or I've been helping her. I applied for all the departments at the same application. She's got parking lot, she's got roofing, she's got windows and doors, and she's got fence. So I applied everything into one permit. Then we got notice that we had to have a master and break everything down to subs. So we proceeded to do that. As a matter of fact, we have an issue permit for fence. Now, we've got notes and issues on roof that she cannot do a owner permit, owner builder, because all the applications are done owner builder. And she's got to get a contractor for a roofer, which she is in the process. She's got to get a contractor also for the paving, because she cannot do, as an owner builder, any swale permitting. So she's in the process of doing that also. And we just got comments last night at 5:49 from the city on the windows and doors, that they say that the NOAs are out of date, which they aren't. I brought proof of that. But we'll take that issue up and we'll take care of that. What we need to do is extend for another 60 days if possible, because we've got to count on a third party in doing the permitting as subs for the contractors for the roofing and for the paving. So if you would please allow us another 60 days, because we're depending on these contractors to get the permitting done.
Have you been in touch with the inspector?
Yes.
Spoke to Severian.
Yeah, the city does not oppose an extension. They do have roofing permit, it's awaiting client reply. Paving permit, awaiting client reply. The fence permit, it's issued. So yeah, they're diligently working.
So Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 91-day extension.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's your lucky day.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We don't want to see you again.
You won't.
Good. That's the answer.
Alex, you made that motion, correct? And who seconded it? Sorry. Ed, thank you. Our next case is on page 20. Inspector Severia Enescu, property address 340 Sunset Drive, owner Essex Tower Condo Association, case number BE 2503-0237. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 9/23/2025 to comply by 11/13/2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 2 extensions noted.
Severian Ionescu, building inspector for the city. I am presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is not comply. The city is requesting the case be brought back as Massey. At this time, Mr. Chair, I will allow the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Ed Lundgren. I'm the treasurer of the board at Essex Tower, and I was here back in January, and at the time we had submitted our permit, in December. We got some comments back in January. We submitted the documentation. We got more comments back in February. We submitted the documentation. It then went into ATF status. And on March 12th, we got some comments from Bill Kramer that he wants some additional architectural notes, designs, or information. So that's where we're at. We're working on it. And I guess I want to request an extension as much as we can get, just to be on the safe side, so I don't end up back here again asking for another one.
Right, so you've had 2 extensions. What's missing for them?
The building general permit, it's awaiting client reply since March 12th. Sub-permits are not issued.
Sub-permits are not issued.
Are they applied for?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything passed ATF review, and now it's in the building department hands, and they're getting, I'm guessing they're getting comments.
Yes.
How much time do you need?
How much time will you give us? Like I said,
What do you recommend, Inspector?
I will allow them to ask. They should probably know better than
I
me.
mean, I would ask the 91 days, but I just heard, so I don't know if we can get that. That would be great.
I make a motion. Oh.
Hold on. So they're waiting for, what are they waiting for? The remarks back?
So this is about it's like a barbecue structure pergola that's installed by the pool deck, and I guess it's as built, so they have to. I don't know. I never heard. I don't know the comments from Bill Kramer, but they need more
I can read you
information.
the comments if that helps.
Yeah.
It's they were looking for provide foundation framing, exterior cladding details, and the architect missed an inspection verification letter.
All right, Alex Schneider, I move for a 91-day extension.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 91 days it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Get her done.
Our next case is Inspector Andrew Gebbia on page 10, property address 1125 Northeast 16th Court. Owner 1123-1129 Real Estate LLC in care of US-IL Holdings LLC, case number BE 25070201. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 Eastborough Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $100 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Good morning, Andrew Gebbia, Billing Inspector for the City, presenting case and address is read. This case is not complied. The respondents are here to speak.
My name is Isaac Struhl. We applied for permit. I have my roof over here. It's in review for a long time. By the way, the address 1125 is wrong. There's no such an address. The address of the property is 1123-1129.
Yeah, that's what's on the docket here. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So maybe that was the confusion because it came back to the roofer that they have to reapply because it was the wrong address. So I don't know what's the status now.
When was the roof permit applied for?
October of last year.
October?
And it's still going back and forth?
It's still in process and in review.
All right.
And last week it was a comment that the address was wrong.
Oh, for sure. What's your name?
I'm Saul. I represent the roofing contract.
Okay.
So we have to do the new applications with the correct address.
Whose mistake was that? Your fault or the city's fault?
Well, we follow what's on the property appraisal on the address.
So it's the city's giving you problems with it?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Sir?
I'm sorry,
Well-
the question about the note?
The what?
The address.
I guess legal address?
The legal address.
Thank you.
You're off the hook.
So what happens
Well,
now?
I have the 1123 address on my notes. So, and I think either way, it is correct. There was a miscommunication with the address for the rooftop equipment affidavit because that form didn't match the address that's indicated on the permit. So that is correct. It says it right here.
We have submitted the new updated
Okay.
rooftop with the correct address.
Right.
And it's on review at the moment.
Okay. It's on review since October, you said?
No, we submitted the permit since October, but the rooftop affidavit, change address, was uploaded last week.
Oh, okay.
It's on review right now.
Yeah.
Okay. 63 days you think would be at?
I would support 63 days, yeah.
Okay. Board?
Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 63-day extension.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 63 days it is. Thank you. You're welcome.
Our next case is on page 11, Senior Inspector Preston Mark, property address 2001 Northwest 62nd Street, owner Capital Cypress LLC, case number BE 2503-0071. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/2026, posted at 1 Eastboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 7/22/2025 to comply by 11/13/2025. One section at $100 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 2 extensions noted.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This case is not in compliance. The city is requesting that the case be scheduled for Massey hearing. I will allow the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Ingalls. I'm an attorney, as you can likely tell. I'm counsel for Capital Cypress, which is the owner of the property. We also have here Andy Jacobson, who's in the back. He's with Capital Cypress. And we also have a representative of the tenant, Rolling Grass, who is here as well, just in case there's any information that we need from them. My understanding after speaking with Mr. Mark is that this property, despite having taken some time to come into compliance, is now well on its way. All the permitting has been submitted to correct the outstanding violations. It was submitted 6 weeks ago. So at this point, it's really in the city's hands as to issuing those permits and getting this one closed out. So I believe that the reason for the delay was the fact that there was an issue with the address. So there was a bunch of back and forth between the tenant, between the owner and everything else, and we couldn't get the permitting to move forward because of an issue with the address. We finally got that issue resolved, and now things are moving forward. So I understand Mr. Mark's desire for a Massey hearing, but when, frankly, the issue of compliance is out of my client's hands, I would ask for a brief extension. I understand when Massey hearings are necessary. They're necessary when you need a stick rather than a carrot. I think by the fact that my clients are here, they're paying an attorney to appear for them, by the fact that even the tenant has showed up, that we have a permit expediter, there's no need for a stick in this case. So I would ask that we forgo a Massey hearing at this time. Not saying that a Massey hearing would never be necessary. I don't think it will be in this case, but certainly are there situations when it is appropriate. But here there's no issue with motivation or trying to get it done. Just by one example, the tenant can't operate his business until we have all this resolved. So he's eager to get it resolved. The owner's eager to get it resolved. And I've been pushing them very hard to get it resolved as quickly as possible. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
This has been going on since July?
That's correct.
Okay, so what's missing right now?
Right now, my understanding, and Mr. Mark will correct me if I'm wrong, is that there's nothing missing. We have all the necessary permitting submitted to the city. It was submitted 6 weeks ago. We're simply waiting to hear back from the city to approve those permits and get this closed out.
You've been waiting 6 weeks?
Inspector, is that correct?
Yes.
And you said something about the address was incorrect or something?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting as well. So I spoke with both the tenant and the owner, and apparently there's an issue with a suite number on the address that was causing confusion between the city and my client. One of the problems is the suite number issue cannot be resolved until the property is brought into full compliance. But the property was having a problem being brought into full compliance because of the suite number issue. So it was kind of a case of chicken and the egg, right? So now we've got the property address resolved. As soon as it's brought into full compliance, we'll fix the suite number issue to make sure there's no confusion any longer. But long story short, the property's on its way to compliance. My clients are doing everything they can. So I do ask, I know this case has been pending a while, but I would ask for another extension.
I have a quick question.
Of course.
You said something about the tenant can't operate his business?
Yes.
Or something? Isn't this a condo remodel?
So this is a commercial property. Yes.
It's a commercial property?
Yes.
For MRI services.
Got you. Okay. All right. Thank you.
How much
course.
time do you think you need?
I would ask at this point, given that I expect the city to act quickly, I think it was the 60-day, 61, Donald, the 91.
91.
I'll,
91, yeah.
I'll move for a 63-day extension.
There we go.
Alex
60.
Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63.
Thank
I
you.
hope not to have to see you again. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
No worries there.
We're with you.
Our next case is on page 16, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Property address 1304 Northeast 16th Terrace. Owner Martin Quinnett. Case number BE 25010172. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 7/22/2025 to comply by 8/26/2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 3 extensions noted.
Good morning. Senor Building Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case is not comply. I will let the respondent to speak.
I was
Your name and your relation to the property, please.
Martin Quinnett, owner of the property at 1304 Northeast 16th Terrace.
Go.
I was planning on having this done, and I ended up in the hospital. So that's basically what happened. And I'm asking for 63 days, even though I don't need it, but that's, you know, what you give, right?
Okay, so what has been done?
Well, everything's really done. I got rid of the violations. It was just, what's not done is I need to just, you know, the painting, the molding, and stuff like that.
So you've converted it back into a duplex the way
Yes.
it was. So we're back to square one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put it back to a duplex?
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought maybe I needed to do everything, because where the cabinets were for the kitchen, there's just the tiles weren't there under the cabinet. So I got to figure that out and put that in, and I thought you would want all that done.
So, well, let me ask the inspector, so to get this back into compliance, he has to put everything, the floor, the painting, the walls, and all that has to be perfect?
No, it's not necessary, but I need to inspect the property.
Sure.
Anyway, the city will support the 63-day extension, and it will be compliant.
Board?
Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 63-day extension.
Jackie Shaw, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 days.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck. Feel better. Feel better.
Our next case is on page 13, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1517 Northwest 4th Ave. Owner, Arrow Tree LLC. Case number BE 24070390. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 3/25/2025 to comply by 7/22/2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. There are 4 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Good morning. My name is Alex Caramanoglu. I'm the owner of the property. Since I last was here, nothing has changed other than my husband's health situation, which I've had to make a priority. He's going undergoing cardiac surgery on Friday, so my apologies, but I have not had the time to go to fill the complex, or a lot more complex than I expected, variance application, and which we intend to do, but I just need more time.
Well, and he needed a variance for what exactly? Refresh my memory.
Because the pergola is, I think, encroaching, or the dock is, is encroaching on the setback. So that became part of the permitting process because it was noted on there. So because of that, well, trying to make a correction would mean dismantling the whole thing, which would cost, basically tear it down and build it, and we're hoping to avoid that. So we decided to go for a variance, and we met with the team. It's just that it's a complicated, very lengthy process, and it's taken me longer than expected to do it, and honestly, I couldn't focus on...
You're going to try to do it yourself, going to hire an attorney to do it.
I've never done it before, so...
So I think you need to hire an attorney to do it.
Okay.
And you have not done any of that.
I'm sorry?
You have not done any of that.
I haven't hired an attorney, no. I mean, I'm working with the folks at the team so I can fill out the paperwork. But if you suggest
Have you been in contact with the inspector?
Yeah.
Yes, and they do have a permit. It needs corrections on zoning and engineering, but they need a variance to continue.
How long have they been asked for this variance, and what's the process for getting it?
So, I'll speak to that. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Ronald Montoya Hassan with the City Attorney's Office. I actually staffed the Board of Adjustment for about a year, a little while ago. Board of Adjustment's one of the easiest land use boards, frankly, that we have. There's, some of the other ones take lots of notice to the neighbors and such. So Board of Adjustment, and we regularly saw property owners there without attorneys. It's a pretty straightforward process. There's not a lot of lead time to get onto agendas. Obviously, there are cutoff deadlines and such, but typically, if you miss, the deadline cutoff, you're on the next agenda. So a month or two tops, depending on when your application is complete. But it's a pretty straightforward, easy process. They regularly see, including during my tenure there, shade structures that are non-compliant, that are in the setback, or too large, or too tall, or such. So this is a fairly routine item for that board to see. So if they had applied any time last year, the matter would have already been resolved, resolved.
Sir, when did you say you applied?
We applied a couple of months ago. We were in the process of applying, so I didn't finish the application because all this
So
stuff.
your application is in right now?
No, that's what I'm saying. We have not completed the application because of all the health issues of my husband, so I had to prioritize that. So my goal is to have it done by the following deadline, which is the beginning of this coming month. And then we'd be on to the next month's hearing.
What's been done so far? What's been completed? Anything?
As far as the application? No, the variance, it had to be getting the letters from the neighbors to, that's part of what they asked for, so that we've done, and filling out the application, but there was something, honestly, I don't recall.
No, I was referring to what work has been done. Has any work been done on your property?
There's no work to be done. It's just the work was done, years ago. And they flagged it because it had been built without permits, again, years ago, and it became an issue. And so that we're trying to just legalize something that was done, a deck and pergola that was done years ago.
Okay. 63 days?
I think we should do a 35-day. This has been going on for a year now.
Yeah, but 35 days.
To be honest, I do not think I'll have it.
Hold on.
If they're going to go for a variance and they don't have it yet, 35 days is not going to do anything.
Well, I think 35 days, the guy should come back and say, we have the application at least. That makes me sleep better at night.
Okay.
Because, it's been a year.
I understood.
You haven't even made an application yet. Putting the cart ahead of the horse, you can't get a variance if you haven't made the application. So let's make sure you get that application in at least.
You know what? I think he's obviously going through some health issues. This is not a priority for him now. I think if we give him 63 days, at least he can get something started. He said his husband's having surgery on Friday.
Yeah.
I'll move for 63 days.
So I'm going to move for 63 days.
Okay, just ask a question. So, Rhonda, when does the variance board meet?
It meets on a Wednesday once a month. Don't quote me. It's toward the beginning of the month.
Towards the beginning. So they've probably already met for this month.
Oh yes, absolutely. They've already met for this month, and
Thank you very much, sir.
There you go. Thank you.
But we would have
Beginning
to
of the
have
month?
the
I'll
application.
second the 63-day motion.
All those in favor of 63 days, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Appreciate
Good luck
it.
with your partner also as well. Ms. Helpus.
Ed, did you make that motion?
No, I second.
Okay,
Jackie,
thank you.
Jackie made the motion.
Jackie made the motion and Ed seconded. Our next case is on page 7. Inspector Severian Onescu. One second. Property address 1134 Northwest 18th Ave. Owner Highland Properties LLC. Case number BE 25110062.
Is this new business?
Yes, we have Kimberly here. Yes.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Sorry.
Never mind. She snuck
I apologize. We had an extra Tuesday this month, so I had the wrong Tuesday calendar. Forgive me.
Again, please.
BE 25110062, 1134 Northwest 18th Ave.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Page 7.
Got it.
Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026. Posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Severian Onescu, Building Inspector for the city, presenting the case and address as read. This property was cited as a violation under Florida Building Code 105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to kitchen renovation and Florida room integrated to the living space. This case was opened on November 10. Code board hearing was scheduled on February 24, 2025. Following an on-site inspection conducted in coordination with Inspector Jimmy Lugo, it was determined that the kitchen of this single-family residence has been altered without the necessary permits. The scope of modifications suggest structure and layout changes that were not documented to the appropriate permits. Additionally, it was observed that the Florida room, originally constructed as a part of the home, has been modified and incorporated into a conditioned living space. Specifically, it appears that the original exterior windows and doors separating the kitchen from the Florida room were removed. As a result, the interior of the home was extended into the Florida room area without formal approval documents. No permits were applied for at this time. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will allow the respondents to speak.
Good morning, Charles Fernandez. I'm the CFO of Highland Properties, representing the owner. Right now, we've hired a structural engineer to do the letter in regards to the back screen room. We didn't make any changes to the home. We purchased the home that way. So we're going through all the old documents that were never permitted, and we've hired an engineer, and I just finalized the drawings, and they're with the architect right now to be digitally signed, so I can then apply for the permits within the next 3 weeks.
Is there someone living in the space right now?
Yes.
Question for the inspector, is it structurally sound with all the structural modifications? Is it safe for somebody to be in the building?
Yes, the Florida room was probably done more than 20 years ago.
Okay.
20
years ago? Okay.
Yeah, more than 20 years
It's
ago.
been about 20 years.
years.
We've already spoken to the building department. They're going to work with us, and they said all we have to do is put in a door and a window, and because there's no AC going to that back area, so that's what we're moving forward to doing.
How much time was recommended?
He recommended 126 days by the inspector.
Board?
Yeah, I move that we find that the city in violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28th, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? July, you got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, correct.
Our next case is on page 1. Senior Inspector Alexander Boris. Property address 225 Plaza Las Olas. Owner John P. Thompson. Case number BE 25110088. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Good morning. Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address is read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, for work without permit for wood piling adjacent near the seawall. This case was opened November 14, 2025. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on November 14, 2025. We are asking the board to find the violation exists and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. Respondent is here to speak.
My name's John Thompson. I have some trouble with my voice. I'm sorry. I bought this house in April 2021. Unbeknownst to me, a 105-foot yacht had taken out my boat lift. It was not reported to me at closing, not reported to me by the seller. There's extensive damage done, and the previous marking pilings or markers were removed from the property. I didn't know my second spouse had just died. I didn't know that I needed a permit for a piling. The lift has been hit several times since I bought the property. It got to the point that I needed to do something to keep the lift from being hit and to protect others from wrecking into it. I replaced the piling with a piling with reflectors on all sides to make it safe. I also need the piling for disability access. I've completed all the documents and uploaded them to the web page. That was completed on March 18th of this year.
Okay, thank you.
And I apologize for my voice.
You don't have to apologize.
No worries at all, sir.
I talk like that all the time. Don't worry about it. Wood pilings. Oh, okay. With the red arrow?
Yeah.
That's that
So-
one piling?
So you've made modifications to it to make it more visible so other people don't hit it. Thank you for that.
I don't want somebody hurt by not seeing it, and it blends in too much with the dock.
So what's next step for him?
Did you went through environmental already?
The permit, the last I got is it's in process.
Okay.
And the city hasn't said it. I can talk since March 18th. I haven't heard anything else.
What was the modification to like make it more visible? What was on there?
To make it, yes.
What was it? Do you know, like a light or?
A piling with reflective
Reflectors.
markers on the sides where it needs, on three sides.
Well, that's nice. I appreciate that. That helps other people. But I'll move that we find for the city and the violations exist as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 28th, 26, or a fine of the amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. You have 126 days.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 23. Inspector Severian Onescu, property address 941 Southwest 19th Street. Owner Kyle Meredith. Case number BE 25070096. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Borough Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 1/27/2026. One section at $50 per day or to record it, not complied.
Severian Onescu, Building Inspector for the city, presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is not complied. Due to personal reasons, I will allow the respondent to speak.
Go.
Kyle Meredith, property owner. I had an opportunity to speak with him earlier. The work is done. I'm waiting on something from the electrical company for whatever reason still. And then I guess I can have the inspections done. but I need a little bit more time. I don't live at the property, so it's not always easily accessible.
Okay, so it says accessory building converted to adjacent dwelling unit.
Let me give you a background on that. So basically, there was a workshop that was built back in the day. Someone made it into an addition, into a living space. Now he's gonna turn it back into its original purpose, but the city is requesting him to pull 2 permits, one for plumbing and one for electric, to cap the plumbing and electric that was done. So that's the only thing that needs to do, since that the structure was built to that purpose.
So you're trying to get it back into its legal format before it was changed?
Correct.
Correct.
Have you applied for the permits?
The permits were applied for, yes.
When were they applied for?
I don't have that.
They have a
date.
plumbing permit, workshop plumbing, and an electrical permit, workshop electric. And they're both, the status for both of them. One, it's awaiting client reply, and the other one, it's open.
Has the respondent been in contact with you?
Yes, they
How
do.
much time do you need, man?
I don't know, 53 days or something like that?
63.
Whatever the...
63.
Is the city opposed to 63 days?
No, I don't.
I move that we grant the respondent a 63-day extension on compliance.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You're good. 63.
Thank you.
Board, at this time, the city is taking a 5-minute recess.
Oh. That was a quick one.
Our next case is on page 4. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1030 Northeast 15th Ave. Case number BE 25020183. Owner, Holiday Park Plaza Limited, in care of Crown Liquors. Notice posted at the property on 3/2/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This property was cited for violation of the FBC 2023-105.1 work without permits for the wall and electrical panel repair due to a car crash without a permit. The city will request 126 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
Very helpful.
Oh, Gary Glussman, property manager for Holiday Park Plaza Associates. Well, the incident happened prior. I took over property management in November of 2025. The incident was prior to me taking over. My understanding was the car hit the building, loosened the panel on the wall. FPL came out and shut the power off in the building. Repairs were made to the building and the electrical service. The city inspected it, and then the power was turned back on. I guess subsequently the owner was asked to have plans drawn, which he did. And I believe he applied for the permit, but he's lacking the electrical permit application. The electrical contractor who did the repair work had passed away, and that contractor was having a hard time locating another contractor to pull a permit for completed work that was already done. But they found somebody now, and they're applying for the permit this morning, they told me. So
the repair work, was that done before your tenure also? And the inspections?
Everything happened before me.
Okay.
The owner tried to explain to me the situation, what happened. I talked to the contractor about it. I don't know where there was a little lapse, but he didn't get the new electrical contractor. But he said he's being applied for this morning. So everything the work is all done. There's no new work to do.
So the work has been done. The work has been done by FPL.
No. FPL turned the power off.
Yeah.
They had to get the electrical repaired by an electrician, which they did. Right. The city had to inspect it prior to FPL turning the power on. The city signed off on it, and I guess they thought it would be over then, but it wasn't over. They just wanted plans after the fact for the work that was done. The power was turned back on, and right now we're going to do, the plans have already been drawn. I believe the building permit was applied for, lacking the electrical that would be applied for this morning.
So I have a question. So if the city passed the electrical inspection, FPL saw that, went and turned it back on, how did this violation come
No,
up?
the city couldn't inspect because there's no permit. There's no electrical permit.
So
The electrical,
FPL supposed to
I'm not sure what happened there,
yeah, it's a little void.
but there's no electrical permit. There's an electrical application.
Right.
Yeah.
The FPL, since they did the work, they should have applied for the permit, right?
Well, no, the electrical contractor did the work. FPL just shuts off and shuts on. But they're not going to turn it back on until they see an approval from a city inspection. So you're saying that the electrical inspector did approve that?
Right, they turned the power back on and everything was fine.
That's the
Except
void right there. There's
somehow
something
this
missing.
came up that we needed to get plans submitted and permit with the work that was already done. So there's nothing to be done anymore.
There's nothing to be done.
And it's safe right now. It's just,
Well, we need to check on the electrical part.
yeah.
Okay. So when was the last time it was inspected?
Okay, the last contact I had with management was August 26, 2025.
Wow.
And the movement on the permit was 10 October 2025.
Okay, so why is all this lag of time? Sorry.
How bad? So there seems to be a lot of dead time that nothing's been going on.
Normally because this was an accident, we give them a lead time because it wasn't their fault. They had a car crash. So after I saw that there was no movement on the permit, then I put it for the hearing.
Plus, he took over this situation, too.
Right. So he just, the permit has been applied for.
The electrical is applied for.
Okay.
The one that is missing is the structural for the wall.
Structural.
How much time does the city recommend?
We're giving 126 days.
I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
I'll second that.
Stay in touch with the inspector, Joe.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You have 126 days.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Our next case is on page 17, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 2160 Northeast 56th Court, 205. Owner, Ann Monaco, Elda Monaco, case number BE 25030170. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 9/23/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case is not comply. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning. I'm Ann Monaco, and I'm the owner of the condo mentioned. I was here in September, and okay, a little background on this. I own a 600 square foot condominium on the second floor. It's a one bedroom. I'm from Canada. And in a couple of years after COVID anyway, I wasn't coming to the States during those years, COVID, and I was caregiver for my mom. When I got to the condo, there was a severe termite infestation. So that led to having to remove kitchen cabinets and the whole thing and get rid of all the furniture. So after that, I started to put the whole thing back together, and I did a floor, a ceramic floor. It's on the second floor, and I needed a permit, and I didn't know I needed a permit. I got advice, and obviously everybody said, no, you don't. You had a tile, now you're putting another tile, you don't need the permit. But when I dug a little deeper, I found out, no, on the second floor you need a permit because you need to have the soundproofing and you need to prove it. And I did all that, by the way. So long story short, I was here in September and I was given 6 months to rectify the situation. And I thought, 6 months, that's lots of time. I'm going to get that done. I came here. I was here in September for the meeting. I came back in November. I came back in January, and I'm back in March. So every second month I'm here, and I've been working diligently, trying to find somebody who's qualified.
What's been done since September?
I have done all the paperwork on my end, and I have had everything notarized, ready to go.
Inspector, what's been done since September?
Only that. The issue is she don't have any.
What are you recommending then?
I already give her the name of the person who can help her to resolve the permit.
So what is the city recommending?
The city support 63 days extension.
I move that we grant the response.
Can I ask a question? Does the 63 days, does that mean to apply for a permit or to have the permit?
To have the
permit.
To have the permit.
Yeah, this has been going on 6 months now, so I mean, after 63 days, we'll bring it back to a Massey, and fines are going to start.
So I think I found the person. What's missing is they have to have the plan and the layout, and then they're ready to.
Whatever you do, we're going to give you 60. We're going to make a motion for 63 days. Get it done in 63 days. I move that we grant the respondent a 63-day extension on compliance.
Okay, excuse me. Can I ask why is it 63 days? Why isn't it 64 days, 62 days?
That's in our next meeting.
That's when the next meeting.
It goes to when the next meeting would be in 2 months.
It's all about us.
Correct.
Alex,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 days it is.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 6. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Property address 1315 Northeast 14th Ave. Owner Patrick Ceres. Case number BE 25090111. Notice posted at the property on 3/2/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
6, bottom.
This is 3-2.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The property was sited for work without permit under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for a good fence. The case was open for the inspection Russell. The case was open on September 15, 2025. Inspection report was mailed on November 2nd, 2025, and notice of hearing was posted on the property on February 11th, 2025. Nor are permitting process for that, and we are asking the board to find that the violation exists to grant the property owner 91 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent speak.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick Series. I live and own at 1315 Northeast 14th Avenue. The reason I'm here today is because there's adjoining construction adjacent to the north, and that construction has an open permit for the fence. I've spoken with Russell, the previous inspector, on multiple occasions, and he indicated to me that the most practical thing to be would be to let the adjoining property that's currently under construction finish completion of their fence, and then take down my fence. So the reason for the extension is to grant them the time for them to complete construction, and then once that has been done, hopefully within, I'm requesting 180 days, then I would go ahead and take down the fence that's adjoining to my side.
Okay, which fence is yours?
The one that is stained brown. So
Wait, there's a wooden fence, and is that a metal?
So it looks like it's taken from the adjoining property to the north, because that porta-john kind of thing is on their construction property. So that's the other side of the fence.
So they're going to be building a new fence this side of your old fence?
Correct.
And once that's done, you can take yours down?
Correct, yeah.
Inspector, do you oppose the 180-day extension?
We support 126 is enough, or?
How much work is being done on the other property?
They're doing basically redevelopment with townhomes. So it looks to be substantially complete, but there's an open permit. So it's hard to tell when they're going to be.
126 should be sufficient. If all I have to do is go through final inspections at this point for the property.
Okay, all right.
All right. I move that we find for the city, and the violations exist as alleged, that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 28th, 26. The amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 126 days it is.
I was thinking, Alex, to let you know what date it was.
Our next case is on page 1. Inspector Andrew Gebbia. Property address 1335 Southwest 26th Ave. Owner Alejandro Diaz Gonzalez. Oyeda G. De la Caridad Fernandez.
Good.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was good.
Case
Good
number
faith.
BE 25070093. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 3/10/2026. Oh, they left? Oh, okay. All right, we'll wait till the end. Okay.
What's happening?
The respondent left, so we'll just call it.
We'll call it. Oh.
I'm not going to repeat it.
Yes, you will, young lady. It's your job.
Our next case is on page 16. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 2648 Northeast 37th Drive. Case number BE 251-00181. Owner Christopher David Valletta, Liliana Andrea Gil Valletta. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 2/24/2026 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Good morning.
Morning.
Chris Valletta, property owner. Need to know what happened, I guess?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Recently moved to Florida. We built a cabana in our backyard and realized that I didn't get a permit. Ignorance. Apologize. But immediately upon learning that, engaged the contractor to submit the application for the permit, begin building all the structural plans, engineering plans, all of that's in motion. The application's been put in, and he needs about 90 days to finish the work, and then we'll submit all the documents to the city.
Is there a reason why you weren't at the last meeting? Like I said, in February?
That's a good question. I actually thought this was when I was told to show up. This is when I came. I'm completely ignorant to the fact I was supposed to be at a different meeting.
Oh, okay.
I am so sorry.
This is
I didn't know that.
Have you been in touch with the inspector?
I personally have not, but the contractor I believe has, Enrique.
Yes, the contractor, I spoke with the contractor. They already applied for a permit this month. So the city won't oppose to a 91-day extension.
Okay, Alex Schneider, I'll move for a 91-day extension.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 91 days it is.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Our next case is on page 10. Senior Inspector Alexander Obores, property address 1136 Wyoming Ave. Owner Angel L. Lugo, case number BE 24040109. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 1/28/2025 to comply by 3/25/2025. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There are 3 extensions noted.
Alexander Arbores, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for interior alterations, including but not limited to kitchen bathroom renovation, all windows and door replacement, new concrete driveway at front of the property, new deck at the rear of the property, new accessory structure / pergola at the rear west side of the property. Violation remains at this time. Permit for the windows and doors was issued and is now complete. There are 3 other permit applications that are currently awaiting client reply. One for the pergola, one for the paving, and one for the bathroom and kitchen alterations. Respondent is here to speak today.
Yes, good morning. My name is Angel Lugo. I'm the owner of the property. Unfortunately, I bought the property the way it is, and now I'm stuck with that problem. I'm trying to resolve that as soon as I can. My problem was getting the permit approved. I just found someone's going to help me to do that. As soon as I get that done, I'm going to start working on it, removing the concrete and whatever I got to do.
How long has the permit been waiting client reply? You know, Inspector?
Yes, I believe it's been waiting since October.
How much time do you need?
As much time you can give me, because there's a lot of work I got to do there. And financially, I'm a little bit tight. I wasn't expecting that when I bought the property.
Inspector, so how many how many more permits are necessary? I see the
3.
concrete for the driveway in the front and the back, a new accessory structure.
Yeah, this is a pergola at the rear of the property, so that's 1 permit, 1 paving permit, and 1 for the interior alteration. 3 additional permits which he has applied for.
But he already has a window in the door permit.
That one is complete.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that
Took care
was
of
issued
that.
and complete.
Very good.
yes.
So what would you suggest?
Well, there is evidence that they did purchase there's evidence that the work was completed before they purchased the property.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's in their favor. So they have to have permits. Okay, so 3 permits have been applied for. We're waiting for a response.
That is correct.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Is 91 days unreasonable, Inspector?
I think 91 days should be sufficient time to complete this process, yes.
Okay. Get this done because it's been a year.
Yes.
That's what we're running into right
Yeah,
now. Like we're
I
looking
mean,
at all
you know,
the.
I'm trying
extension.
my
Yeah.
best, you know.
That's the only reason
I did not created this problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to resolve it.
I move that we grant the respondent 91 days extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 91 days it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Good day.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 3, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1519 Southwest 18th Ave. Owner Ryan J. Timberg, Revocable Trust, Ryan J. Timberg, Trustee. Case number BE 25110101. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This property was cited for violation of the FBC 2023-105.1 work without permit 4. Multiple mini splits, sticky hut, concrete driveway, shaded roof structure, electrical car chargers, exterior recessed lights, carport enclosure, modification of window openings, installation of a water line for the new hose bib, and the demolition of a carport. The city will request 126 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Hi, my name is Ryan Timberg. I am the owner of 1519 Southwest 18th Avenue. I hired a contractor that falsified permits. And I'm actually trying to get my money back on those permits from the DBPR, but I have since then hired a reputable contracting company, JM Construction, that's in direct communication with the inspector. I've also hired engineers and architects to draw up plans properly for all of the renovations. I have a structural permit filed February 24, 2026. Plumbing is filed 2/25/2026, and my electrical is in as of 3/5/2026. And I have a variance hearing with the city about the Tiki Hut with Karen Caballo on April 8th.
Okay, so we just see the picture.
Do you think 126 days is enough?
I believe so. I should have it much sooner than that, but those, yeah.
Okay.
Pictures.
Fine for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 126 days.
Go for it.
Thank you very much.
I want to see the Tiki Hut. Tiki Hut.
Our next case is on page 6, Senior Inspector Jose Sergusti. Property address 2811 Northeast 44th Street. Owner AH Properties LLC. Case number BE 26020079. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The property was cited for work without permit under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1. 4. New windows and doors. Good work in progress in the eaves. Also new columns and deck in front of the property. Electric car charger and mini split installed. Electrical work in progress, complete. interior alteration and renovation, including structural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. The case was opened on November 17, 2026. Inspection report was mailed on December 2, 2026, and notice of hearing posted on the property in February 2, 2026. Upon arrival to the property, I observed workers on site with work in progress. Access to the property was denied, and the worker contacted the contractor, Ms. Flora, who became irate over the phone and continued to refuse the access to the access. A store work order were posted on the property. I returned in the afternoon, accompanied with Fort Lauderdale Police Department Officer Laurie Arthur and the contractor from RGMH Full Service Construction, Remodeling and Renovation. Ms. Flora was present on the site and again became irate while continuing when denied the access to the property. We ordered all workers to leave the premises and we remain on site until they had full vacate the property. We are asking, at this time, there are building permit in process submitted on March 19, 2026. We are asking the board to find that the violation exists, to grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or a fine of $100 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
Hello, my name is Maya Daniel. I am the permit expediter on this.
My name is Flora Garber from RGMH.
Okay, so initially on February 13th, there was a sighting for the column and deck, and then I believe Mr. Saragusti went back to the property where there was an additional items added to the list. We had a roof permit already pulled, so that's why there were workers out there. On the 17th, we were again cited, but it was during an inspection for the roof. The roof had a leak, which we have photos here, and I believe there's also a discrepancy with the Zillow photos that are 10 years plus with how they bought the house. We had a windows and doors permit 2025 that was finalized. I have the permit numbers here. We also had an electrical permit already pulled. So we did apply for the full alteration so that we can get out of this after the fact permit, but the fact is we have to tie it into already finalized permits at the property.
I have something to say. The inspector said that I was irate, which I translate into rude and mean, and when he called at 11 o'clock, I answered the phone and I told the inspector that I was going to be there in 2 hours, that I will be on site. I knew he was going to come back. I did give him my name because in the paperwork he stated that I refused to give the name. He obviously has my name, and my shirt does state my phone number and my name. So when I answered the call at 11:30, I told him who I was and that I was going to be on site at 3 o'clock. He came back on site close to 3 o'clock. He came in with a police officer. I don't understand why he brought a police officer. To my knowledge, it was to intimidate me. He asked me who I was.
Ma'am, I'll tell you why. Back here. Back here. Back here.
I'm sorry.
Back here. Ronald Montoya Hassan with the City Attorney's Office, because working through a stop work order is an arrestable offense. So that's why. It had nothing to do with intimidation. It's actually criminally illegal.
Okay.
So
Well,
there you go.
at that point, he asked me, I told him who I was, and I told him I was going to be on site, and he asked me to come into the property. I said I cannot let him into the property because I don't have permission to let anybody into the property. And I said, sir, thank you. I asked him a few questions. He was not very pleasant, and he just was not compliant to having a conversation. So I don't understand why he would say that I was irate, that I did not want to say my name. It was just wrong.
I think, Inspector, how much time are you giving him? to comply.
91 days.
I move that we fine for the city and the violations exist alleged. We order property owners to come to compliance by June 23rd, 2026, or a fine in the amount of $50 per day
No,
per
$100
violation.
you recommended.
$100.
Oh, I'm sorry, $100 per day per violation be imposed and recorded.
But what about I want to understand about the permits that were there. We've got a violation for the permits that
The
were
permit
there.
issue is the roof, and the violation is not the roof.
You gave us a violation for windows and electrical. We had, the permits were
I
there.
saw the stickers on the new windows. When we will have the access to the property, the permit for the windows are for eight windows. We need to take a look how many windows you have there new, and that's it. It's simple. If there are no more than 8 windows and 3 doors, it's okay. We will remove from the violation the windows and doors.
And the
But for
electrical?
that, we need to have access.
And the electrical?
Right now, everything stands until they have access to verify that everything that's done is per the permits that were passed.
Okay.
So,
Have you given them access to the property?
No,
Why?
because I didn't have permission from the owner to give them the access.
I don't
when we
think
came
that's the
in.
board's problem. We
Thank
should
you.
move on.
When it's time, yes.
Yes.
I'll second the motion on the table.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
you.
opposed? 91 days you have.
So, Board, I just wanted to clarify, because I'm not sure why these two ladies are so confused on the construction process, but if there are permits on the site, the city does have a right to go in and inspect.
Yes, the
That's
picture
part of the
that,
Florida
sorry,
Building Code.
Rhonda, the picture that we have, the interior pictures, was taken from the roof inspector when they went in to sign the permit, the inspection. I didn't have access, neither in the morning and neither in the afternoon. Those pictures was taken with for the structural inspector for the roof.
So that's what raised the flag right there. That is a lot more than a roof repair going on. So that's what raised the flag.
Yeah, it raised the flag, but they bought the house with, like, there was no countertops, there was roof leaking, so they were just doing some
Whether
remediation
you,
with-
new owner did the work or previous owner did the work, a permit needs to be pulled and applied for.
Okay. And as of right now, you have 91 days to kind of get all your permits, apply for, okay?
So
And
it's in review with after the fact now.
One moment. The assistant building official wants to make a statement. Do you swear in the firm to tell the truth at today's proceedings?
I do.
Thank you.
Again, Joe Pasquarello, Assistant Building Official. I just want to repeat what Rhonda had mentioned. By virtue of having a issued permit, that allows the inspector access to the property without requesting permission. But obviously, if we're refused, we're not going to get into a battle, and we will remove ourselves from the property. But just keep in mind, an issued permit allows the inspector to enter the premises. As far as having 90% new drywall and using the roof leak as a reason for it is kind of out there. But again, just the indication of not being transparent, not allowing us access certainly throws up a lot of red flags like it does to us as it does to you guys.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, 91 days you have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Our next case is on page 12, Senior Inspector Preston Mark, property address 1235 Northwest 3rd Ave, case number BE 2505-0084, owner Carol Salazar. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. 2 sections at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector of the city, presenting case and address is read. This case is not in compliance. I will allow the respondent to speak.
You can go ahead now. Your name and relation to the property.
Okay. Carol Salazar,
And your relation to the property?
I'm the owner.
Okay. Tell us what's going on.
I don't know. I had a hearing in November. I spoke with Mr. Preston. I told him that I had to go back to work. If he could request a continuance, he said he would. And I received a letter that I had to be here, so here I am.
Okay, so the violations, the use of the occupancy of this road has been changed from a originally permitted occupancy classification of a single family to a multi-family dwelling without obtaining required permits. Did you get any permits? Have you gotten any permits?
For?
The transformation from a single to a multi.
I have not done any construction whatsoever.
Inspector, what's been done since November?
I have not been in touch with the homeowner and since November the 25th, and there are no permits submitted.
What do you recommend?
Schedule for Massey.
Wait, can we just find out, do you understand what you're supposed to be doing?
No, I don't.
So, should we be telling her what she's supposed to be doing? Otherwise, she's going to come back having done nothing again.
Right. So you've converted a single family into a multi-family.
No, sir, I did not.
So you purchased this property the way it is?
As is. I have done no construction whatsoever
Can
to
that be
property.
confirmed?
Yes.
She purchased it as is?
Yes, we presented the case in November.
Okay, so when it was presented?
No, we did not present the case in November. I went to you during break, and I said to you, I have to go back to work. Can you please ask for a continuance? And you said, yes, I will.
But the case
My case was never heard, Mr. Preston. This is the first time that I'm up in this podium.
Okay.
Okay, so she just needs to find out what she needs to do.
Yes.
But you have not been in touch with me.
I would suggest to get in touch with the contractor or an architect and start the process. What has to happen is, although you didn't do the work was done illegally or without a permit. Somebody has to come and make sure the work was done within code compliance. So what has to happen is you have to apply for applications for permits. You need to get a contractor or an architect, somebody to come over, look at the work that was done, write it into an application, and send it into the building department for them to issue a permit. And that's just the first start of this. So you need to get guidance from a contractor or an architect. That's your first step.
Okay, so will I get a copy of, is this being videoed?
Yes.
Is this
Yeah,
being
the
video
November
recorded?
meeting as well.
Everything's
Okay.
recorded.
The November
Okay.
meeting is also online.
Everything's
Okay.
recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, and can I have a copy of what is being recorded?
It's on YouTube.
Inspector, I mean,
Because I'm not clear, so I have to go back and look at the video unless I can record myself.
I'm inclined to throw you a bone because you bought this as is. If you did the work yourself, then I would go the Massey thing. So here's the thing. Does 63 days seem unreasonable?
I don't believe so.
We're going to give you, I'm going to move that we give you 63 days.
Right.
As soon as we're done here, you need to get that man's business card. And you need to get in contact with him and ask him, hey, how do I rectify this situation? 63 days from now, your excuse, I don't know what I'm doing, it's not going to fly. So you have no
Just for
contact
the
with him
record,
all.
I did have a conversation with Mr. Salazar, and I also recall having someone contact me who represented himself as being a contractor or someone who was going to be working with her, but I don't think that ever worked out. I've had no communication with her since, and at this point in time, I do not recommend an extension, but if the board would like to grant her extension, that would be fine.
I think you need to follow through, get a contractor, both of you together contact the inspector.
Okay, I humbly request 6 months.
I move that we grant a respondent 63 days to extension on compliance.
Can I finish my sentence, Mr. Carter?
We're not going to give you 6 months, ma'am. We're going to give you 62 days.
Will you hear me out?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was recently in a car accident, and I'm dealing with a lot right now. 63 days, sir, is not enough for me. I humbly request more time.
63. Okay, 63 days means. One moment, please. Please hold.
we were saying 63 days. We want you to come back, have the contractor, get this process going. We want to make sure that you're actually getting this process going. We don't want to come back in 6 months and we're at the same spot. That's the only reason we're not going to give you 6 months. We want to give you 63 days, and you come back, you tell us what you've been doing, and then we can assess whether to continue giving extensions. But we want to make sure we're on top of it and getting this process going. Because from from March 20, whenever this was posted at the property till now, nothing's happened. You haven't been in touch with the inspector, and clearly still very confused about the process. But we need to make sure that you're on top of it and getting it done. And that's the only reason we're going to give you less than what you're asking.
No one said it.
Does that make sense?
Am I being fined now?
No. The extension is, you don't start fines until we send it to Massey. When we send it to Massey, we start fining. But if we give you an extension, you're not being fined.
Send it to where, sir?
It's called a Massey hearing.
A Massey?
Yeah, so whenever we say it's proceeding to Massey, that's when the fines start to accrue.
I withdraw my motion and make a new motion to grant the respondent 126 days to compliance.
Mr. Chair, respectfully, we would request that the respondent be given the 63 days to come back as the board has mentioned, to give the progress on what's gone on. There's nothing happened, it seems, in the last 5 months. The case obviously was opened prior to it coming to the board, and again, we don't want to be in a situation where 6 months goes by and absolutely nothing has been happened. We're happy to support additional time, but again, the shaded structure may need a variance. It may not even be able to be there. That is something that can be ascertained in 63 days, a path forward for that. So I think there's steps that the property owner can make within the 63 days to show some positive progress, but just to let it go out 6 more months when 5 months nothing has happened is just a little concerning for the city.
So you understand, whatever amount of days we give you, we don't expect the work to be done and completed. We want to hear the progress report on what you have done to get it going, move it along, apply for the permits, have it inspected, things like that. Whatever time we give you, we just want a progress report from you that yes, that you're making progress on it. Do you understand that part?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, right. Sorry for our little discussions here. We're trying to.
So I'm recommending that maybe, where's Rhonda? Okay, maybe 91 days as a compromise. And the reason I say that is I just want the board to be protected. When she says that, I don't want it to look like she's being punished for perhaps skipping the previous meeting. That for me is concerning because it sounds like there's a confusion on whether or not she was given an opportunity for the meeting to be pushed back. She was here, she had to go. I don't know what happened. It hasn't been clarified. I just, for purposes of transparency, I don't want it to look like she was here, had to leave. There's a confusion on whether the case was heard after she left or not. So if it's 63 days predicated on progress because nothing has been done, then that articulation to me sounds better if that's what they're going to do. Otherwise, that was one of my primary concerns. So it's not that the board is suggesting that she have enough time to do more of nothing, if that is the concern, but just rather maybe 91 days so that there is some time for her to feel like she has time to do what she needs to do, but it's coming back for clearly way less than 6 months for follow-up.
Obviously, it's the board. Sorry. Obviously, it's the board's ultimate call. I just, again, I don't, it wasn't really the city's confusion, just for purposes of the record. She did sign in at the last hearing. Perhaps the confusion was that it was, the continuance versus a significant time. I mean, obviously, 5 months was given. She would have received the order in the mail after that last hearing, and again, could have discussed her confusion with the inspector or one of staff after she had received the order, saying that she had, until today to comply. That doesn't appear to have been done, but certainly, again, our goal is compliance. I just thought 6 months may be a little too far out because 5 months has already gone by. But, ultimately, it's the board's call.
Right. I think granting her 91 days, we'll see you back here in 91 days.
I would like to put on a mandatory appearance to ensure that something.
Right, yes, yes. So 91 days, just so we get an update as to what is going on with the case, okay?
I withdraw my motion of 126 days and move that we give the respondent 91 days to comply with the mandatory reappearance.
And our second.
Board, may I add one more thing?
Yes.
I just want everybody to keep in mind the violations that exist. A carport has been converted into an illegal rental unit. There's some life safety implications there that I think need to be considered here. I don't hear the owner denying that.
I am denying it, sir.
Okay.
I did not perform any construction when I bought that home.
The question
Absolutely.
the question is not whether you performed construction. The question is whether it was illegally converted by yourself or a previous owner, and whether the space is being used as a rental unit.
Is someone in the rental unit now?
No.
So has there been anyone in there?
I've had guests.
Okay. It's still not a verified legal
So
space.
I believe the motion on the floor is for 91 days? Yes. Is that the motion on the floor?
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to vote on the motion on the floor for 91 days. All those in favor? And the mandatory appearance. Right. So this is the deal. We're going to vote on 91 days for you to come back here and give us a progress report. You will be expected to be a mandatory appearance at that meeting to tell us what's going on. If you don't appear and it's not satisfactory, it is going to go to a Massey hearing, and that's the higher court, bigger than us.
Okay, can I have instructions on what to do?
You should talk. Let's vote on the motion.
I am willing to meet you at the property to discuss, the course of action to have this in compliance.
I'll second the motion that's on the table.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive us. We're trying to clean up the motion because there are multiple things we requested.
Yeah, understood.
So I believe it's a 91-day extension with a mandatory appearance, and the board is going to set a fine amount for daily fines if it's not completed within the 91 days or unless you get an extension. Does that make sense? So you have 91 days to complete it. If you don't,
91 days.
To complete what? What do I have
91 days
to complete what?
give us a progress report.
Okay, 91 days to give you a progress report.
Not to complete it, just to give us an update. What's going on?
An
I
update.
think we should be telling her progress report.
Well,
Yeah, let's drop this daily fine thing and cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's do our 91-day extension and a mandatory reappearance.
Right.
We have a motion on the table. Let's vote.
Mandatory appearance in 91 days.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 91 days, that we'll see you back here again.
Board, can I?
You need to talk to
91
the inspector as soon as
Yeah,
you
91 days
get
is
off
to
that
get this
podium.
done, but we want you to come back and give us a progress report, and we would be able to give you more extensions if we see that you're making progress. 91 days is not just for a progress report. That's not correct.
The inspector has something else to add. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Salva, when would you be able to give us access to the property?
I can call you and we can coordinate schedules.
Okay.
I just want to add, you need to be seen to be actively trying to resolve this.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I was you, I would call him as quickly as you can because 91 days goes very, very quickly and we need to see progress.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 21. Inspector Severia Onescu, property address 828 Northeast 17th Court. Owner Allison Lindsay Smith, case number BE 25050104. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at Waynesboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025. To comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, Building Inspector for the City. I am presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is not in compliance. At this time, Mr. Chair, I will allow the respondent to speak.
Hi, good morning. My name is Allison Smith. I'm the owner of the property. I appreciate all of your time to... Can you not hear me? Yeah. Oh, okay. I appreciate all of your time today. I did not realize that you guys are all volunteers, so thank you. The violation was for a shade structure or pergola and a shed. I did hire an engineer, a contractor, and an expediter. I applied for a permit, and the city requested that it be separated, one for the shade structure, one for the shed. So I did do that. The shade structure did pass inspection, and the engineer, there was a zoning issue with the shed, so the engineer updated the plans to install flood vents on each side. Those have been ordered, and as soon as they are installed, we'll call for inspection. I also have I have to amend a document to my deed, just clarifying the use of the shed, because it's 20, it's over at the 100 square feet. It's 120 square feet.
Have you been in touch with the inspector?
Yes.
Okay. And how much time do you think you need?
I think I could get it done in the 30 days, but if you would allow me the 63 days,
Yeah, sure. I'll move for a 63-day extension.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you.
Please, sir.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 7. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 2881 Northeast 32nd Street, 221. Owner Elena Fett, case number BE 25110110. Notice posted at the property on 3/2/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The property was cited for work without permit under Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1 for 2-bathroom alteration. The case was opened on November 17, 2025. Inspection report was mailed on December 12, 2025, and notice of hearing was posted on the property in February 11, 2025. There are permits in process in review since March 17, and we are asking the board to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 91 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will let the respondent to speak.
My name is Lena Fett. I'm the new property owner of 2881. I bought it as is, and I guess the previous owner was slapped with this violation and I inherited it. So my plan is to start my own permitting process. I guess he turned the tubs into showers, and he had to clear the violation within 45 days of the purchase price, and he never got it cleared, so I'm here now to get it cleared. I plan on hiring a contractor and then doing my own renovation work. Does that mean I have to pull a separate permit, or?
Yes, you can apply for another permit, yes.
Okay.
And void the previous one.
Okay, and it'll void it?
Yes.
Okay.
If you will start from scratch, I will request for you 126 days to
Okay.
have in compliance of $50 per day thereafter.
Okay.
And you sound like you got a good start. You know which way direction to go in, right?
Yeah, I have a plumber. I just need a contractor. That's proving harder than I expected.
Okay.
I move that we find for the city the violation exists alleged. We order the property owners to come in compliance by July 28th, 2026, or fine them out at $50 per day per violation be imposed and recorded.
Jackie Shaw, I second.
Jackie seconds.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You got it.
Good luck.
Our next case is on page
Very good,
19, Inspector Severian Onescu, property address 1120 Northeast 17th Ave, owner Diane Properties LLC, case number 19 at the top, case BE 25070034, notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, notice posted at 1 Eastborough Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. Two sections at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, Building Inspector for the city, presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is not in compliance. The city is requesting that the case be brought back as Massey. At this time, I will allow the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Juan Restrepo. I'm permit expediter for Mr. Diane. We applied for a permit back in November, beginning of December, where we encountered a hiccup with the setbacks, triggering a variance need. We've already met with the variance board, or the application process, the pre-application process, about 12 days ago. Today we received comments from Ms. Zavallo, so we can fix those comments on the application process and be set for the May 8th hearing.
For the variance.
With the variance, yes,
Okay.
sir. I'm requesting 63 days, at least so we can know if the variance gets approved, and then we get a course of action on whether we have to demo or we get approved with that variance and proceed with the building permits.
Alex Schneider, I move for a 63-day extension.
Second.
Second?
Yes, second. Ed
All
Murphy.
those in favor of 63 days say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days.
Thank you, guys.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome.
Sir, what date did you say your variance was being heard on?
We are aiming for the May 8th.
Oh, okay.
By
Just-
April 3rd, we have to have everything.
Okay, we're just for our records. Thank you. Our next case is on page 21. Severian, you have the next two cases. Page 21, Inspector Severian Onescu. Property address 1243 Northwest 18th Street. Owner Strong Tower Property Investments LLC. Is our respondent here? Okay. Case number BE 25050043. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/2026. Notice posted at 1 Eastborough Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, Building Inspector for the city, presented the case and address as read. This case has not complied. I will allow the respondent to speak.
Good morning. My name is Lucien Thiok, the owner of the building. An architect was hired to submit plans for permit. Plans were rejected. I guess the way he submitted it, he didn't submit it right. And then it takes him time, a while for him to submit plans. My job is to make sure he's moving, and I call, text. Sometimes I don't get any responses, So finally, he was moving, and he resubmit the plans back last week. So I want to get this done. I don't want to be here, honestly, but I'm relying on him to get things down, to get him moving, So because the plans are in the pipeline, you know. I don't know how long the city will take to view them and approve or disapprove them, you know. So I'm requesting an extension for the city to approve, and if something is wrong with the new plan he submitted, give him enough time to get it, you know, resubmit it again.
Okay, so what work has been done on the property? Is it all done?
We are not allowed to do the work without.
Has any work been done on it?
No work. We're waiting for the permit. I think isn't that the steps we have to follow?
This is work without a permit, so he had like a small living space in the garage, so he needs to bring everything into compliance.
Okay. What's the likelihood of these permits getting granted?
So what I have a plumbing permit that was plan set submitted on 3/17, so recently. I got a mechanical one, plan set submitted. I have electrical, same thing, plan set submitted. So he submitted pretty much everything on the 17th. So yes, they're working. It's just, I agree that.
What do you think?
The plans were put in for approval.
For the second time, yes.
The second time?
Yes.
And usually how long does that process take?
The city usually does it in less than a month, but if there's corrections, then the plan's going to go back to the architect, so it's
I move for a 63-day extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor of 63 days, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Our next case is on page 7, property address 1731 Southeast 15th Street, 209. Case number BE 25120069, owner Mariana and David Gabaldon. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Severino Ionescu, building inspector for the city, presenting the case and address as read. This property was cited as a violation under FPC 105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to interior alteration. This case was opened on December 8, 2025. Code board hearing was scheduled on February 12, 2026. Upon arrival at the property, I observed workers inside the apartment actively engaging in remodeling activities. A stop work order was issued on site. Following a phone conversation with Mr. Gerardo Davis, he advised that he had recently purchased the apartment and that the remodeling work was being performed under his directions. A review of the city permitting database revealed that no permits have been secured for the remodeling work observed. As a result, a violation was created for performing work without the required permits. They have a private provider permit application. The status is more information required. This was February 4, 2026. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. I will allow the respondent to speak.
I'm David Gerardi, I'm the owner. We applied for the permit right after. I've been in touch with the inspector since. I think like twice the city has requested more information or more documents to the GC. She sent it, and we're waiting on the approval of the permits. That's what we're waiting on right now.
I move that we find for the city the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come to compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Hold on a second. So, Inspector, have you been inside to see?
No, I was never allowed access to the inside of the property.
What you're telling, what has to be done inside there?
Okay, the plan was to redo the kitchen and the bathroom. It's a one apartment, small apartment. And we started like right after the second day, the inspector appeared there and told the person that was working there that we need a permit. He put a stop work sign on the door and we stopped. We started doing the permit, the process.
Within the 2 days that he had started before the stop, what kind of work was done? Demolition work or something?
Yeah, he started to take the wallpapers down, mirrors, things like that.
What about any electrical or plumbing work? Was any demolition work done on that?
Yeah, a little bit of demolition, I think, yeah.
But, so the question I think is where we're leading to is it safe inside that space with the electrical and plumbing in a disarray?
I think it is, yes, because nothing was finished yet.
You guys don't live in the apartment, do you?
No one's living there.
Okay. So,
I second that motion.
all right.
But I would like to make sure he has access to make sure that everything is safe in there.
Yeah.
You got no choice now, you're in the system.
Right. So you realize you have to grant him access so he can get in and look in and see what's going on.
Yeah, I think he will have to go there. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll.
I wasn't there that day, but we've been in touch since.
That was your face. Did we see your picture? Isn't that your face up there?
Yeah. That's the top, yeah, sign.
Well, yeah, I thought I saw you kind of waving to us. Or something.
No, there was the guy that was working on.
No,
That's not him.
That's the guy that was working.
Oh. You could see the electric wire. You could see the electric wire hanging from the ceiling there.
So we're going to vote on the at hand. It's 126 days and $50 a day. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 126 days.
Thank you very
Please
much.
get in touch with the inspector for access.
Yes, I am.
Our next case is on page 18. Senior Inspector Jose
say
Saragusi.
that.
Property address 2330 Southwest 19th Ave, 1-2. Owner Nicole Noble. Case number BE 25060068. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. 2 sections at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case was open for complete remodeling addition and without certificate of occupancy. At this time, there are not any permit or application in process. I will let the respondent to speak.
Hi, good morning. My name is Nicole Noble. I'm the owner of the property, and this is the property manager.
Jonathan Sylvain, property manager.
And we're here requesting an extension. My understanding is that we were quoted a price, for work, and it apparently wasn't. It was for partial work, so we're working on trying to include that and pay to get the work done.
So it says you converted a duplex into a triplex or fourplex.
That's not correct. So when we started the work on because it's a duplex, when we started to work on one side, a lot of the mail was being delivered to the other tenant, so we just added a mailbox. Somehow that turned into us having a triplex. So, I'm not sure.
The case was open in June last year, and nothing happened, and also I didn't have any contact with you in all this time.
So we actually met with the I think it's the building department for a variance. We had a meeting with them. The situation was that the contractor that we paid, I guess the package deal that they gave us was only for that variance meeting. So we had to come up with the funds to actually submit the documents for the permit. And we've spoke with you as well about, we had a meeting I think in November, and that's why we're here today, because you gave us a continuance.
What's the city recommended? Yeah.
The city will support 63 days extension.
I move that we grant the respondent 63 days to comply.
I have a question. There seems to be some confusion. Is it a duplex? Did you make it into a triplex? No.
It's still a duplex.
It's still a duplex. So what was the permit for?
The permit is for an extension in the back. It's a playroom that they're adding to one side of the property.
And has that been added?
We had started the work and they gave us a stop work order, so we haven't done any work since then.
Okay.
But if there is not a triplex, it's a duplex, I need to inspect the property and take a look that this is the situation.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Sorry?
He didn't hear you. Can you repeat it?
I need to inspect the property, take a look, and it's not a triplex. I need to know that. Okay, so I need to schedule the inspection.
So the motion on the table is 63-day extension, but you need to get in contact with the inspector so he can inspect the property.
So Alex Schneider, I'm going to second that 63-day extension.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 63 days to
Just a quick question, 63 days to do exactly what?
talk with him, first of all, and have him inspected. And have you put in any permit requests and stuff?
Like I said, we met with the variance department. I don't know if that's a department or just, yeah. So they told us that everything we submitted to them was good to go to submit for the variance.
For the variance?
Yes.
Okay, and they need permits.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you do know you need permits.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing all that at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 63 days to show us your progress on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our next case is a new business case on page 4. Property address 1521 Northwest 3rd Ave. Senior Inspector Preston Mark. Owner Jorge Ivan Enriquez. Case number BE 25120046. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/26. Posted at Waynesboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address is read. There are 2 violations in connection with this property. The first violation has been withdrawn, FBC 2023-111.1.1. The second violation for work without permit, FBC 2023-105.1. This building has been altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: the addition of a new living unit at the back of the property, including kitchen and bathroom. The case was opened 12/4/2025, inspection report mailed 12/5/2025, and code board notice mailed 2/12/2026. This property was initially inspected by Officer Malik of the Code Enhancement Division as an unlicensed rental property. I also visited the property and met with the owner, Jorge, who gave me access to inspect. During my inspection, I did observe that there were 2 kitchens and the back unit. This back unit was legally permitted, and there were also 2 bathrooms that were remodeled. I also checked our permit records and found that there were no permits for the interior remodel and also the family room conversion in the main house. The city is requesting that the board find that the violations exist and grant the property owner 226 days to come in compliance, or fine of $50 a day thereafter. The respondent is here to speak.
My name is Jorge Enriquez, owner of the property, 1521 Northwest 3rd Avenue. We are working with the inspector and the contractor to modify everything that their request, what they need.
You said 226 days?
Sorry, 126.
Oh, 126 days. Okay. Board?
I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You have 126 days.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, sir.
Our next case is on page 13, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Jorge, you have the next 2 cases. Property address 1720 Southwest 22nd Ave. Owner Leo Duplessis Revocable Trust. Case number BE 2408-0015. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 Eastbrook Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 3/25/2025. To comply by 7/22/2025. 1 section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There are 3 extensions noted.
Inspector Martinez, updating case on behalf of the city.
Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good afternoon, actually.
Is it? Your name?
It's Leo Duplessis. I'm the owner at 1720 Southwest 22nd Ave.
So tell us what's going on.
I got the violations, a while ago, and I've been working with Mr. Jorge here to resolve the issues. So I've gotten to the point where the applications for the permits are submitted. So I'm just waiting on when I get those back, so we can go to the next step of what's going to be needed.
When were they submitted?
Like a week and a half ago. Yeah, a week and a half ago.
Was the city recommended?
Well, this is a very old case from
Yeah.
2024, so I'm going to let the board decide.
Why is it taking so long to kind of get this going? Has this been going for a while?
It's been going on for a while. I mean, I own a business here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm in the marine industry, and we've been super, super busy, and we got boat shows and all kinds of stuff going on, so I'm trying to just comply as quickly and as fast as I can. I travel a lot. I'm out of the country quite often. Been to South Africa, been to Taiwan, flying to Mexico tomorrow, and all this in 3 months. So it's kind of difficult for me to. So I've been trying really hard to get all paperwork stuff and.
But you do realize that this has been going on for a while, and it has to get done.
Oh, absolutely, and I want to put an end to this too. So we can move forward and everybody can move on to the next thing.
All right, thanks. Hold on.
There's another issue that they're going to need a variance also.
Yes, by the sounds of it.
Have you even started on that?
Not the variance side, but on the permit side, yeah. So I know the next step's going to be the variance, and it's for one of the structures, shaded structures.
The variance is very important to get started.
Let me ask you, has he been in contact with you at all?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm torn right now between giving more time and letting it come back as a Massey, to be completely honest with the board. I mean, it's going on a year now. Now you're talking about variances, and that just changed the situation.
Yeah, I didn't know there were variances
And you're flying out of
involved.
town tomorrow, so it's kind of like you're going to put this in the back burner for another year.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to put it on the back burner, but didn't expect it to take this long either. But I've been working with James, and he's kind of, I don't know all the steps. So
How much time do you think you need?
Well, as soon as I don't know how long the permit's going to take to, after the application. So that would be the next step. So I don't know, what needs to happen after that.
Well, if you need a variance, that's going to take at least several months. I mean,
So,
we have to-
board, the permit obviously will not get issued until the variance is granted.
True.
So,
That's the predecessor.
Earliest would be May if you'd hop on it like right now, which again, you're going out of town tomorrow, so I don't think you'll be, like I said, I'm kind of inclined to bring this back as a Massey, just to.
How long has he known about the variance thing? How long has it been since he's known about the need for a variance?
I don't know.
That part I didn't even know about till I spoke to James Hollingworth. I don't even know I had needed a variance because nobody's told me that, one structure was, passed, too far back in the, or too close to the property line in the back. So I didn't even know about that till, I started talking to James, and then he was like, oh, you got to do this, and I've been talking to the inspector over here. So, which I thought the permit's the next thing. So now I hear I got to do a variance. So I didn't, I kind of don't know which. I'm trying to do this, navigate this by myself at the same time without real clear, instructions on what to do.
So James Hollingsworth on board, just so you're aware, is one of the staff members assigned to Board of Adjustment. So based on my experience with him, he's going to give a clear guidance to property owners because, again, he staffs that board. But as the comment was raised, I mean, the earliest this gentleman could get on the agenda would probably be May. It's definitely not, April. It's going to be May, and that's if he moves very diligently.
I think we should bring this back as a Massey, just so we motivate you to get this done.
Yeah,
It's been a year.
absolutely. I agree
We can
with
always
that.
come back and forgive the fines, but I think we need to start the fine clock sooner than later.
Yeah, no, I agree,
91
I agree.
days to me That's, I mean, let's start finding first, and again.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, because, I mean, I would like to move to the next step, because I'd like to get the backyard settled in, and, you know, instead of just sitting there watching it half done, you know what I mean?
Was that a motion?
I don't think we need a motion to bring it back as a Massey, do we?
I'm gonna motion 63-day extension just to give one last shot. Like, you know, what he's saying is it's gonna start accruing fines today.
Copy.
That's what he's saying.
Well, it's going to start accruing fines after the next meeting, so essentially we're giving them 35 days. So we're still giving you time.
Yeah.
So in 35 days, you should at least get something moved on your variance.
Yeah.
No, it starts accruing today.
No,
or tomorrow.
I don't think it does it?
Yeah.
If we send it to Massey, it does go, it starts accruing today. Correct?
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow, okay.
Tomorrow it will start accruing.
And I believe we should let it start accruing tomorrow. And like I said, if you come back here a couple of months from now and we're all good news board, we got it all done, then we're very likely to forgive you, man. We're
Is
not.
there a motion on the table?
Yeah, I have a motion on the table, and then to put it up for vote.
What
And
was
then
yours,
if it's-
63 days?
Yeah, mine was 63 days, and if it gets denied, then the fines start accruing tomorrow.
Okay, so the motion's on the table. Who seconded?
I'll second.
Okay, so we're going to vote on that. All those in favor say aye.
Let's call a vote for it.
What?
Can we call a roll?
Oh, a roll call. Oh.
Nay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got to get moving on the variance.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I
Seriously,
agree.
like, as soon as you get back.
Yeah. So I mean, I just need to, you know, I'll follow up with, I don't know when we
don't wanna see you
hear
again.
back, when we hear back from, I don't know, how long will it take for the permit to get, I guess, approved, or?
Well, first you gotta
Well,
hurry
now,
up
I
and
guess
get
now
Get
we're
that
gonna go to variance,
Get that
I guess,
variance,
yeah.
okay?
So
And
no need to-
then we'll talk, okay?
Yeah,
ASAP.
copy.
That'll
Okay.
be the 8th if you got everything in by next week, which
Yeah.
I seriously don't think you will. To be
Yeah, it's gonna
completely
be
honest
tough,
with you.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's why I kind of want to throw the book at you, man, just to.
Yeah,
just to
no,
kick your butt.
yeah, absolutely.
Get it done.
Yes, sir.
Get it done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Our next case is at the bottom of page 15, property address 2132 Northeast 63rd Street, case number BE 2507-0049. Owner, Galicia Ochoa Revocable Livable Trust, and Jessica Ochoa Vargas trustee.
15.
Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at Waynesboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026, one section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. The case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Hi, my name is Beatriz Vergara. I'm being hired as a permit expediter for this project. We applied for the permit. Came back that the contractor is missing updated liability insurance, which has been updated, so we can get, the city can start process a review. All the plans have been uploaded.
So, okay, so you put in for the permit for which ones? All of them?
All of them.
And all of them came back?
So it's the same GC. It's just for the same contractor. So it was back and forth about registering him and go back and forth on that. And then now, after we registered him, the insurance expired like a week before. So we just renewed the insurance and updated as well.
So all of
Inspector, what
this
do you
work
recommend?
has been completely done, or is it in the process of being done?
I'm not sure that in this case, but I think it was already done.
Yeah, I believe it was already done. This house, one of the
Board,
houses.
I'm not sure what the contractor's insurance has any bearing on this case. It's certainly not a cause of delay in any regard. something like this takes a day. You call your insurance company up, they send over the insurance. So I'm not sure how this plays into any of this.
Inspector, what is the city recommending?
City, I think what happens is they don't know that the insurance lapsed, and then, right? It's not-
So this is an after-the-fact permit. This GC has been contracted to finalize the job, and he was not registered. That was when I got hired to start the process. So,
Okay, since they hired a company to move the process, and they already applied for a permit, the city won't oppose to a 91-day extension.
Oh, and they have not applied for a permit?
They
have? Okay.
Yes,
All right.
But let me ask you a question. I mean, for a kitchen and bathroom remodel, you need to have drawings for that. So is there an architect involved?
yes.
Okay.
Architect, engineer, everything has been provided.
I move that we grant the respondent 91 days to comply.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank
91
you.
days. Is it over yet?
Jose, you have the next two cases. Property address, page 17. Property address 1505 Northeast 14th Terrace. Owner George A. Rivera Jr. Case number BE 2502-0280. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 9/23/2025 to comply by 1/27/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There is one extension noted.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case was open for a new structure in backyard. I will let the respondent to speak.
Morning. George Rivera, owner. Last time I was here, you guys gave me 58 days to tear down the violation. Since then, I tore off the roof, the walls. Jose, I try to keep the container as a shed, but it's too big. I was informed by Jose, so I got to tear that up. Yeah, just need more time.
More time to do what?
To remove the structure.
Yes. Well, actually, no, because it's going to be too much for me to rebuild everything. Just I need more time to take everything out. That's my goal.
Demolish it.
The container. I have to cut it up. I have to cut it up.
Right.
I have to cut it up.
Oh, you got to cut it up to get it out of there?
Yeah. Like, there's no other way. The only reason I got it is because there was a big industrial lot right next door to my house, and they had a big forklift and they put it on the slab.
Okay, I do remember.
You know,
How much time do you need, man?
whatever you guys give me, you've been fair so far.
Inspector, what are you recommending?
The city supports 63 days
I
extension.
move that we give the respondent 63 days to comply.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor of 63 days?
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 days.
Thank you. Appreciate
Happy
it.
Easter.
Have a good one.
Is on page 17 also, on property address 1317 North Andrews Ave, case number BE 2502-0227. Owner Miguel Antonio F. Zerbaran, Darlene Suarez Rosabal. This case was first heard on 7/22/2025 to comply by 11/13/2025. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. There are two extensions noted. Alex, are you available to translate for me, please? Not Italian. Do you swear and affirm to tell the truth, to translate from Spanish to English, from English to Spanish? Thank you.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, on behalf of the city, presenting the case as read. The case is not comply. I will let the respondent to speak.
Diciendo, inspector Saragusti con la ciudad de Fort Lauderdale, el caso todavía no está en compliance, va a dejar que usted hable.
Let me add something. There are permits in process. The building actually is awaiting client reply since March 20. And that's it.
Dicen que hay aplicaciones de permiso que se han metido y están esperando para que contesten los comentarios desde marzo.
Sí, yo recibí los comentarios, Miguel Fajardo. Yo recibí los comentarios el día viernes 20, vino el fin de semana y ayer lunes ya hablé con el ingeniero y él está trabajando para poder poner todo en función de pasar inspección.
He received the comments on the 20th. He already spoke with his design ingeniero, his engineer, to start addressing the comments.
Yes, there are several permits and several violations. It's a complete renovation, including kitchen, bathrooms. There are also a shed structure, an aluminum shed, and in the backyard there is a spa. There are several violations that they need to apply for a couple of permits that they already did, but they are in process.
What would you recommend?
The city support 63 days extension.
La ciudad está, apoya 63 días de extensión para que conteste los comentarios y para que le den su permiso. ¿Está de acuerdo?
Do you think he'll get it done in 63 days?
¿Tú crees que en 63 días ya pueden a contestar todos los comentarios para que le den su permiso? Yes.
Okay, I move for a 63-day extension.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 it is.
63 días.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 22. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the respondent here. He doesn't have the power of attorney, so he's just going to listen to the results of the case. So page 22, Inspector Severio Ionescu, property address 1920 South Ocean Drive, 711. Owner, Lucia T. Romola Trust, Lucia Romola T. Trustee, case number BE 25050150. Notice delivered via personal service to Chelsea Arcid, property manager, on 3/6/2026 at 11:47 a.m. Notice posted at 1 East Royal Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, Building Inspector for the city, presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is not in compliance. No permits are ever applied for. At this time, Mr. Chairman, since I was in contact with the owner's rep, but he cannot speak, I would request that the board finds allows for an extension.
Okay. So there's a lot going on in here. A lot. You sound hesitant in asking for an extension.
It's an old case, and they have not even an application of permit.
They haven't communicated with you?
They did, due to their circumstances as being sick and having personal issues. That's the only reason I would allow an extension, but they didn't do any due diligence so far.
Oh, and so no permit's been applied for, nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Let me ask you this here. We have a background whose fault the flood was?
What?
Flood restoration. The unit flooded, and these obviously people are doing damage remediation.
Correct, yeah.
Come up to the microphone, please.
That was before she got it from her father. He passed away, and that was before, so we had no work done. That was done before I even came in the picture, before she came in the picture.
Yeah.
So there were some mold issues. We were trying to find the old contractors, but she hasn't been able to find that, so we could try to address that issue and see if they did have a permit, but she has not been able to find the records because of that. So, I'm not exactly sure, but I know she's having surgery twice this month I'm not exactly sure what it is, but surgery twice this month. So,
I'll move for a 63-day extension.
okay.
Okay, well, hold on a second. So nothing has been applied for, and how many permits are needed to kind of finish this thing off?
Well, it was an interior alteration, so I'm guessing the company that did it was a flood restoration company, so they went there and they cut drywall at 2 feet all around, and there's other work that was unpermitted from before, like plumbing, run into the kitchen and stuff like that. So they're probably going to need a master permit, structural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing.
Is your, I don't know, whoever, are they aware that all this is necessary?
Yes, I'm just waiting on the kitchen plan to come back from the owner, and then we're going to submit everything. That's the only thing we're waiting on. We got everything else, all the drawings made up already.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Aaron. I'm the representative for Gold Coast General Contractors, the GC on the job, that will be on the job.
I second the motion on the table.
He doesn't have the power of attorney. But.
Right. He doesn't have power. Okay. Joe, are you about to say something? Joe? I see Joe there. Are you about to say something, Joe?
The check to see if this was related to the flood emergency or anything related to that?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
This was an occupied apartment, and I'm guessing, I don't know, the owner died or something, right? Yeah. So when we went there, the flood company already did their thing. So
she inherited all the problems, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. So was it related to a flood or?
Yes, it was related to a flood.
To the one that we had?
No. It's an apartment. It's in the.
Okay.
It's seven floors. So it's a condo.
Okay.
Okay. So the motion on the table. What is the motion on the table?
60 and
Okay.
second.
Yes. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 days it is.
All right.
What?
Thank you.
No, I second it.
And
Case is actually in the same building and it's the same situation. He didn't, no power of attorney, unfortunately. It's on page 20. Inspector Severia Nescu, property address 1920 South Ocean Drive, 1603. Owner Barbara George Macris. Case number BE 25040211. Notice delivered via personal service to Chelsea Arcid, property manager on 3/6/2026 at 11:47 a.m. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Severian Ionescu, building inspector for the city, presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case has not complied. There's no permits on file for this case. The owner passed away, no power of attorney. The city will allow a 63 days extension at this time.
So, okay, nope. This is pending since November.
Yes.
And nope, nothing has been.
Is the property in probate or something?
Yeah, when did the owner pass away?
Oh yeah, so I mean that's kind of like beyond normal control. So I move that we grant the respondent 60 days extension.
Is there someone living in the?
I don't think so at the time, but I can testify to that. I know that I spoke on the phone with someone, a relative, so they don't have the unit didn't transfer title yet, so they're not allowed to.
Like you said, it might be in probate.
Okay, what was the motion?
63 days.
63 days.
Comply.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
He's there. He's there. If you guys want to ask him questions.
Yeah.
I'm the general contractor. They engaged me with the contract. We have an architect who's finishing the plan. So we're planning on submitting the permits here. This is the architect.
63 days you have.
3 days.
Okay.
Did we finish that? Did we finish
Yeah,
the
we-
vote?
yeah,
We
we
voted?
did. Yeah.
63 days?
Aye.
That's, aye. That's to submit. Happy Easter. Okay.
Okay,
time for
board,
break.
this concludes all of our respondents, so if you, we would take a brief recess, you could grab a bite, and then we'll
Turn up the
continue.
heat.
We'll continue. Page 1, Senior Inspector Alexander Boris. Property address 3333 Northeast 34th Street. Owner, Galt View Apartments, Inc. Case number BE25110075. Notice delivered via personal service to Scott Weinberg, Building Manager, on 3/3/2026 at 1:45 p.m. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Alexander Arbores, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. The property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2023, Section 105.1, work without permit for steel canopy structure at the rear of the building. The case was opened on November 12, 2025. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on 11/24/2025. We're asking the board to find the violation exists and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Inspector, have you heard from this sounds like it's an HOA problem. Where are these people at right now?
We've been in communication. Actually, it was one of the members from the board that brought this to our attention. They're doing a concrete restoration project that was permitted, and then they wanted to go ahead and also add this to the scope of work, but they didn't go through the permit process, so they're working on it right now.
So they've been cooperative with you?
Yes, there is a permit application being processed.
How much time?
126. I move that we find for the city the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be opposed and recorded.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Moving on to page 2, Inspector Andrew Gebbia, property address 2895 Northeast 32nd Street, 110. Owner, Michael Edward Parks. Case number BE25110109. Notice posted at the property on 3/2/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
What page was that? Page 2, got it. Got it. Thank you.
Andrew Gebbia, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under Florida Building Code 2023, 105.1. Work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to interior renovation, structural, plumbing, and electrical, washer and dryer installations. This case was opened on 11/17/2025. The inspection report was mailed on 12/2/2025. Code board was scheduled on 2/11/2026. This case consists of the installation of washer and dryer and bathroom renovations. I've spoken to the owner of the unit, Michael Parks, numerous times. He stated that he's working on obtaining a contractor, and he's keeping me updated with his progress. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or $50 a day thereafter.
You don't have a problem with him not being here today, right?
What was that?
You don't have any problems with the respondent not being here today, correct?
No, he's a captain on a yacht up in West Palm Beach boat show.
Okay, so
I spoke to him. Like I said, I'm in contact with the guy.
Okay.
Actually, could I request a little more for the guy? 126. Because he's got some stuff to do.
Since you asked nicely. I move that we find for the city the violations exist alleged, and we order the property owners to come to compliance by July 28th, 2026, or fine amount of $50 per day per violation be opposed and recorded.
I'll second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Bye-bye.
Can we skip the one
Yes,
on the bottom?
I'm going to go back there right now. Page 1 at the bottom, property address 1335 Southwest 26th Ave, case number BE25070093. I said the name earlier. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Andrew Gebbia, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. This property was cited for violation on the Florida Building Code 2023, 105.1. Work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to a driveway extension, white metal fence, and a rear shade structure. This case was opened on 7/9/2025. The inspection report was mailed on 7/10/2025. Code board was scheduled on 2/12/2026. I arrived at this property on 7/10/2025. I observed a white metal fence on the north and south sides of the property, as well as the rear of the property as shown in the photos. There is also a driveway extension. The driveway was widened by about 12 feet. Also, there is a rear shade structure attached to the rear of the house with electric lighting and fans. There are no records of permits. All of this work was done without obtaining permits. As of now, his driveway permit is awaiting permit issuance, and the other permit needs additional information, the other two of them, but he informed me today he was actually here and he left, that he's removing the shade structure and he's going to call me within a week or so to photograph it. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or $50 a day thereafter.
Inspector, where's this guy at, man?
Excuse me?
Where's this guy at? Oh, he was here
He
earlier?
was here. I don't know. He was just. I'm leaving.
Has he been cooperative with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've spoken to him.
All right.
Just doesn't have a lot of patience.
Yeah, he just didn't want to stick around.
What about the driveway?
Excuse me?
The driveway.
It's awaiting issuance. He had to pay the fees. The fees, were like I think they were about $400. But as he informed me this morning that they're paid, so there's a solid chance that his driveway permit may be issued by the end of the day today or tomorrow.
I move that we find for the city in the violation exists as alleged and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or fine $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
No opposed.
At the bottom of page 2, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 401 Southeast 25th Ave, 202. Owner Lisa M. Totino, case number BE 251-00242. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. Board, just want to bring to your attention that this is the case that we received an email for yesterday. You probably have a copy of it there. Okay.
No, the name here said,
No?
Jamie Durando. I think you have the wrong case.
The bottom of page 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it?
I got
Oh,
Lisa
my
Totino.
apologies. No. Sorry.
Come on, get with it.
It's Yvette's fault.
Bus coming, bus incoming, bus.
Otherwise, you have to say the name on page 1 again.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This property was cited for violation of the FBC 2023-105.1, work without permit for kitchen and bathroom remodel. The city will request 126 days to comply or a fine of $50 a day thereafter. I've been in contact with the owner. Permit has been applied for. The contractor was supposed to be here. He didn't come.
Second.
I move that we find for the city in the violation exists alleged and that we order property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. I did an early second. I thought I heard something.
I thought I did too.
Experience or anything?
That was 12650,
I think
correct?
we're good.
Okay, thank you. All right, page 3. Nope. Page 5. Senior Inspector Preston Mark, property address 22 Northeast 16th Place. Owner Scott Morris. Case number BE 25110173. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Preston Mark, building inspector for the city, presenting case and address as read. Case was cited for violation under Florida Building Code 105.1. This building was illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not unlimited to: the interior model of the home, including kitchen cabinets, electrical work, plumbing, and structural repairs. The case was opened 11/24/2025. Inspection report mailed 11/25/2025, and code board notice mailed to February 12, 2026. During my visit to the property, I did obtain evidence that the interior of the home was remodeled, and thereafter I spoke with the owner, Mr. Morris, who indicated that he was going to apply for the permits. However, I have not heard from him since in December of last year. The city did check our records and found that there are no permits currently in process. The city is requesting that the board find that the violations exist and grant the property owner 126 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Do we really need 126 days for a guy that's blowing you off? You said December's the last time you heard from the gentleman?
That's usually the standard that we provide, but if the board would like to adjust that, that's fine.
I think we should do 63 days in a mandatory reappearance. All right, I make a motion. Now we find for the city in violation is this alleged. We order the property owners to come in compliance by May 20. I'm sorry, my paper's off. May 26, 2026. Thanks, guys. Or a fine amount of $50 per day per violation would be imposed and recorded with a mandatory reappearance by the respondent, by the owners.
I'll second.
In favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes.
Our next case, property address 1104 North Rio Vista Boulevard, owner Lori and Matthew Hatcher, case number BE 25110174. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
President Mark, Bill Inspector for the city, present the case and address as read. This case was cited for violation under Florida Building Code 2023-105.1. This building was illegally altered and construction work performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: interior renovations, including kitchen cabinets, plumbing, electrical, the ceiling and walls in various locations of the home was removed and is going to be replaced due to mold. The case was opened 11/25/2025. The inspection report was mailed 12/2/2025, and code board notice mailed 2/11/2026. I visited this property and I met with Mr. Hatcher, who explained that he had a major defect in the design of the home, which created a major issue with mold infestation. He did start the work of removing the drywall and renovating the home, and at which time I issued a stop work order and requested that permits be submitted for the rebuild of the work that he was going to, components of the building that he was going to remove. Our records show that the permits are in place. I last spoke with him about a week ago, and permits are currently in review. The city is requesting that the board find the violations exist and grant the property owner 126 days to come in compliance or fine of $50 a day thereafter.
I move that we find for the city in a violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owners to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Inspector, you're cool with him not being here, right?
Yes. He actually hired Eric Carbonell, the permit runner famous in the city, and he's been diligent in getting this done.
I second the motion on the table.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Passes.
Property address 3130 Southwest 22nd Court, case number BE 25120067, owner Alicia de Los Angeles Barrios. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at the property, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
President Mark, Bill Inspector with city, presenting the case and address as read. Case was cited for violation under Code City Ordinance 47-19.2.EE, construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: the construction of a tool shed at the rear of the property without permits, Case was opened 12/8/2025, inspection report mailed 12/9/2025, and code board notice mailed 2/12/2026. During my investigation, I did obtain evidence that this shed was built without permits. I checked our records and found that no permit was pulled, and thereafter I spoke with the owner, Elisa, who indicated that she lived in Florida and was not aware that she needed a permit for the shed. At present, there are no permits pulled, but I did speak with her about 2 weeks ago, and she said she would be coming to Florida to take care of this matter. The city is requesting that the board find that the violations exist and grant the property owner 126 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Like a two-bedroom shed.
I think that's too long. Yeah.
Any reason why the respondent's not here?
She lives in California. She did mention that she would try to make it, but unfortunately, she's not here.
And you're cool with that?
It's not my call.
I mean, has she been blowing you off?
No,
I mean,
no.
I'm just asking, it's
No.
going to mandatory reappearance. That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I would say yes, we can do mandatory.
Okay.
I'm going to move for 91 days. Yeah. You get the whole thing. I move that we find for the city and the violation exists as alleged, and that we order the property owner to come into compliance by June 23, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
With mandatory.
Mandatory repairs? Oh, I'm sorry, mandatory appearance is requested.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passed.
To page 8, Inspector Severian Onescu, property address 1001 Southeast 16th Street, case number BE 25120094, owner Harbordale Condo Association, Inc. Notice posted at the property on 2/27/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Severian Onescu, building inspector for the city, present the case and address as read. This property was cited as a violation under Florida Building Code 105.1, work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to composite wood deck built in the common area. This case was opened on December 11, 2025. Initial report was mailed out on January 23, 2026. Code board hearing was scheduled on February 12, 2026. I received a phone call from a neighbor reporting that the deck was being constructed on the grounds near the barbecue area without the necessary permits. Upon visiting the property, I observed that the deck is being built with composite planks and has been installed without approved permits from the city. As a result, a violation has been created and this unpermitted construction. No permits are applied for as of now. The city is requesting the code board to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 126 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Do you know where the respondent's at?
Somebody from the management company was here today, but they didn't have power of attorney, so they left.
So they at least made an attempt to come here?
Yes.
Have they been blowing you off?
No, I think it's the first time they heard of. I guess they did not receive any other initial reports from us, and they received when the property was posted, so.
Someone call this in to you?
Yes, a neighbor.
I move that we find for the city the violation exists alleged, and we order the property owner to come into compliance by July 28, 2026, or a fine of $50 per day per violation will be imposed and recorded.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. It passes.
Okay, moving on to page 11 at the bottom, Senior Inspector Preston Mark, property address 4250 Galt Ocean Drive, PHP, owner Checkmate Investments LLC, Case number BE 25030193. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, with the city presenting case and address as read. This case is not in compliance. One of the owners did attend today. However, he indicated that the property was purchased fraudulently, and the bank is in the process of foreclosing on the property, so the permits that he has in process will be removed or voided. At this time, the city is requesting that the case be scheduled for Massey as the new owner, be it the bank or whether or not the bank is going to sell the property to a new owner. We'll have to address the violations.
Moving on to page 12 at the bottom, property address 1000 River Reach Drive, owner River Reach Inc., case number BE 25110160. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector.
Hold on. This case was first heard on 2/24/2026 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $100 per day. Order recorded, not comply. This case was a mandatory appearance, but yeah.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, for the city presenting case and address as read. This case is not in compliance. The city's attorney was contacted for a request of an extension. She is here to speak.
Thank you. For the record, Ronald Montoya Hassan with the City Attorney's Office. I was contacted by counsel for the property owner. She is out of state for a work conference. So, of course, we always, I'm happy to give that professional courtesy. She said that the client is working on it, and I would suggest perhaps a 63-day extension with a mandatory appearance if they're not in compliance by that time.
Well, this is the HOA, not an individual. This is River Reach.
Yes.
So
Right,
River
so-
Reach is, the HOA is out of town?
Their lawyer
The
is. Their attorney is.
Yeah, I'm going to move for a 63-day extension and a mandatory appearance.
I remember this one. This is where they had the hole in the wall. We were concerned with the structural stability above the hole in the wall.
I wanted him to be here today.
Yeah.
If the board wants to come back in 35 days, again, city would have no objection with that. It was just the professional courtesy with their attorney being out of state today.
Okay, I'll withdraw my 63-day, and I'll move for a 35-day extension and a mandatory appearance.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Thank you.
Moving on to page 13, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1430 Southwest 22nd Court, owner Josette Moise, case number BE 24080011. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 3/25/2025 to comply by 7/22/2025. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There are 4 extensions listed.
Inspector Martinez, updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. I've been in contact with the owner. I thought she was going to be here. If she was here, I wasn't going to be opposed to any one-day extension. She's not here, so the city is requesting for the case to come back as a massive.
Has she been in contact with you?
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, you don't know why she's not here?
No,
A wood fence from July of last year?
yes.
How hard is that?
I mean, she's not sandbagging you, is she?
No.
Actually, March of last year.
Yeah. She's been in contact a lot with me, and I know that the first contractor left,
Yeah.
and she hired another one, but still, I think we should take it to a Massey, and then we can deal with the fines.
Massey it is.
What about 35 days? We gave the first guy here a bone from last March, so I move that we give her 35 more days.
But the guy was here at least. She's not here.
If she wasn't in contact with you, I would say something different.
Alex-
If the guy was here just talking out of his butt for 10 minutes, I mean, he could not have been here in the same results. And just, nothing but
Alex
excuses.
Schneider, I'll second that 35 day.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
35 days.
The compassion is overflowing. Guys, this is the compassion is overflowing.
Moving on to page 15. Yeah, Don made the motion, Alex seconded. Page 15 at the top, property address 401 Southeast 25th Ave, 305. Case number BE 25040039. Owner Jamie L. Durando, Dylan L. Durando. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/2026. Posted at 1 East Bar Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 5/27/2025 to comply by 9/23/2025. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. There are 3 extensions noted. And this is the case
Yes.
where you have the email on.
Inspector,
Age dissertation.
yeah. Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number noted as read. This case is not in compliance. I've been in contact with the owner, and he already applied for the permits, so the city won't oppose to a 91-day extension.
I move for a 91-day extension on
Alex
compliance.
Schneider, I'll second that. Basically, that they submitted the permits and that they're actually making progress. They couldn't make it here today, but they care to try to make it. So that's why I supported the 91-day extension.
Page 17 at the top, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 13. We didn't do this one? We did that one? 1317 North Andrews Ave? Okay. I'll take, oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes. Oh, look at y'all paying attention. Property address 3200 Port Royale Drive, N201. Owner, the John and Eva Orlando Revocable Trust, Evo Degatti. Case number BE 25050014. I'm sorry, Inspector Silveria Anescu. Notice posted at the property on 3/6/2026. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied.
Severian Onescu, Building Inspector for the city, presenting the case and property address as read into the record. This case is not complied. At this time, Mr. Chair, I will ask the board to allow an extension of 35 days due to personal circumstances and due diligence. I have spoken to the owner yesterday. He wasn't able to make it today due to personal circumstances. He's pending only one permit to comply.
He's been making an effort to comply, correct?
Yeah, he's got a separate mechanical plumbing permit for the kitchen for like a hood and stuff, and that's the only thing that's holding him.
How much time you suggesting?
I said 35 days, but
I move that we give this guy a 35 days extension.
Alex Schneider, I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes.
Page 22, property address 1270 Northwest 9th Street, 1-2. That's you as well. Oh, yeah. 1270 Northwest 9th Street. And you have 1001 Southeast 16th Street right after that. Okay. Case number BE 25060064. Owner BDL 1270 Land Trust. Gustavo Pinero, trustee. Notice posted at the property on 3/5/2026. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Severinescu, Building Inspector for the City, presented the case and property address as read into the record. This case is not in compliance. I would ask it to come back as Massey.
Any contact with the homeowner?
They have a permit. No, I don't think I ever spoken to him. It's awaiting client reply since March 2nd. Yeah, awaiting client reply since, March 2nd.
It's just a fence, right?
It's a fence, yeah, it's a small thing.
When, has he been in contact with you?
Not that I know of, no.
But he's making progress
Yeah, he's
on
making progress,
permits.
and his
I'll move for a 35-day extension and a mandatory appearance.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes.
Property address 1001 Southeast 16th Street, 3. Owner Nicholas Brocado. Case number BE 25070066. Notice posted at the property on 3/3/2026. Notice posted at Waynesboro Boulevard on 3/10/2026. This case was first heard on 11/13/2025 to comply by 3/24/2026. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, not complied.
Severinescu, Building Inspector for the City, presenting the case and the property address as read into the record. This case is now complied.
Where's the respondent at, do you know?
Say it again?
You said it's complied or not complied?
It's complied,
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right, I said it wasn't complied.
Moving on to page 24, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez. Property address 1617 Southwest 5th Street. Owner Broward Luxury Properties, LLC. Case number BE 24040208. This case was first heard on 9/24/2024 to comply by 1/28/2025. One section at $50 per day, order recorded, complied. The city is requesting to impose fines in the amount of $2,800.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is in compliance. And the city is requesting for fines to be reduced to administrative cost of $2,310.
Hold on, why did it take him so long to get this done?
Don't know.
I move that we fine the entire $2,800. Impose fines of $2,800, I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never met the man.
So you moved?
The full amount of the fines, I mean, $500, I mean, these guys took 2 years to do it, let's just go all or nothing, $2,800.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, you have to read it as in you're imposing the fines. When it's messy, yes. Yeah, it's okay.
I move that we find the violations were complied. By the order date, we impose a fine in the amount of $2,800 for the days for the property which was out of, for which the property is out of compliance.
I'll still second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Property address 2601 Southwest 13th Ave. Owner ALF Heroes LLC. Case number BE 24070087. This case was first heard on 3/25/2025 to comply by 7/22/2025. Two sections at $50 per day. Order recorded, not complied. The city is requesting to impose fines in the amount of $2,700, which continues to accrue. And there are 3 extensions noted, and this was a mandatory reappearance.
Inspector Martinez updating case on behalf of the city. Case number and address as read. This case is not in compliance. The city is requesting for fines to be imposed.
I would like to, in addition to imposing the fines, it goes without saying, I'd like to increase the daily fine amount as well. Let's Let's quadruple it, $200 a day. Babe, when we asked him to be here nicely, this has been going on since July.
Have they
So
been in contact with you?
The last contact was November 12,
Okay,
2025.
so I move that we increase the daily fine amount to $200 per day.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Can we? Is this the one where the attorney came and it was a big back and forth about fine reduction? This isn't that one?
No, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah, that was the big, yeah. We were voting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
Well, also, do we have to also do the, I move that we find that the violations were not complied by the date order and therefore that we impose the fine of $2,700, or what was it, $50? As stated in the first order, yeah. 2,700, right? Yeah, as stated in the first order. And it continues to accrue.
I'll second that motion.
Second. We would like to have all the cases listed on page 25 into the record as closed. Please.
Motion to read all the cases on page 25 into the record as closed.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Okay. Any business for the city?
And so ends our compassion.
Almost done.
Is there any business for the city? And
Motion.
one more. We have the minutes from February 27th, 24th.
I move that we accept the minutes as it stands.
Second. Alex Schneider, second. There we go.
Thank you, Board. This concludes our March 24, 2026 Code Enforcement Board hearing.